Her deal is as dead as the deadest Dodo.
Hello and welcome to the first Prime Minister's Questions of 2019, the year of Brexit.
Brexit.
In this session, the Prime Minister gets asked out on a date.
And would she also allow me to take her personally around the National Memorial Arboretum?
And in relation to the Arboretum, I will of course consider a visit in the future, and I think he's probably given me an invitation it's very difficult to refuse.
Seeing this, Ian Duncan Smith thinks he might have a shot too.
So can I ask my right honourable friend, please, would she now visit Whipscross Hospital?
Issued an invitation that I will certainly look at the possibility of taking him up on that invitation.
Somebody needs to tell Mr. May.
He goes like that, yes.
To kick off the new year, the PM started with some easy questions, such as, how will an energy price cap help my constituents?
Can my right honourable friend outline how this price cap will benefit my constituents across Erewash?
It will be saving households money.
If she could reiterate her policy on EU citizens' registrations fee post-Brexit.
We should be welcoming our friends, our neighbours, our essential workforce from the EU and offering this charge free so that they can stay in this country at our cost.
The fee of £65 to apply for status under the scheme is in line with the current cost of obtaining permanent residence documentation, and it will contribute, of course, to the overall costs of the system. But applications will be free of charge for those who hold valid permanent residence documentation.
And if we could do some deals with the Maldives.
So would my right honourable friend now redouble her efforts to increase trade, education and cultural links?
A new embassy is being opened up in the Maldives.
All of those questions could have been answered with a little bit of prior reading, but that's not where the easy questions end. Dr. Lewis said that May had mentioned 74 times in previous sessions the date of Brexit, but asked her to mention it one more time.
The Prime Minister has assured this House on no fewer than 74 previous occasions that we will be leaving the EU on the 29th of March. Will she categorically confirm today that there's absolutely no question at all of delaying that date?
I'm happy to repeat what I have said previously.
She was asked if she supported GPs.
Does the Prime Minister agree that it's vitally important that we do all we can to support GPs to stay in general practice?
There was some self-congratulating about closing the 7 bridge tolls.
Can I thank my right honourable friend for ensuring our manifesto commitment to scrapping tolls on the Severn Bridge? Does she agree this will help transform the economies of the South West and South Wales?
And then Paul Scully mentions the Labour Mayor of London for some reason.
Mr. Speaker, more Londoners voted to leave the EU than voted for the current Mayor of London. My friend agree with me that if he does insist on being a Brexit diva, he should concentrate on telling his side to actually vote for this deal.
Jeremy Corbyn asked about concessions to her Brexit plan.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Mr. Speaker, no amount of window dressing is going to satisfy members of this House. They want to see clear legal changes to the document that the government presented to this House. So can I ask the Prime Minister this? Will the changes she is looking for be made to the legally binding withdrawal agreement itself?
The only way to avoid no deal is to vote for the deal. We've put a good deal on the table. Yes, we are looking for those clarifications which I'm sure will ensure that members of this House know that the backstop need never be used, and that if it is used, it is only temporary.
And she didn't answer.
Well, in the midst of that very long answer, I didn't hear the words legal changes to the document. That was what my question was, Mr. Speaker.
Ian Blackford even had a go of getting an answer.
The Prime Minister delayed the Doom Brexit vote last year on the promise of written concessions from Brussels. Prime Minister, where are they?
But May did not yield.
Can I say to the right honourable gentleman, I set out the position in my first response to the Leader of the Opposition. I suggest he should have listened to it.
Then Meg Miller thought that surely third time's the charm.
And yet she still can't find her withdrawal agreement. Has she checked her pear tree?
But it wasn't to be.
I think it was a good attempt, but Christmas happened a couple of weeks ago.
But most surprisingly of all was that she did actually answer a question from Jeremy Corbyn directly.
So if her deal is defeated next week, as I hope and expect it will the Prime Minister do the right thing and let the people have a real say and call a general election?
No.
However, I seem to recall the last time she denied a general election, she called one a month or two later. The PM was given quite a few easy questions this week, but the answers weren't too inspiring. Maybe she should be lenient. What do you think, Mrs. May?
I think it was a good attempt, but Christmas happened a couple of weeks ago.
Well, in that case, I'll give her a D. Thank you for watching. I'll try and carry on this video series until Brexit at least, and then reevaluate what I'll do after. I'm still getting used to editing, and halfway through this video I found out I was using the wrong microphone to record audio, so you may well have noticed a change halfway through. Please subscribe to make sure you don't miss a video, and please share it with anyone who you may think will enjoy it. Cheers.